if you're waiting on someone to change, you need to let them go because I'm quite sure you didn't give them ultimatums. You didn't told them how to treat you. They don't want to do it. You've been waiting for a long time. You've been waiting years and years in most cases, and even some people just starting off in months and things of that nature. I mean, you've been waiting for a long time for them to treat you right. I don't care if it's your siblings, if it's your family, if it's your spouses, your wife, your husband, if it's your adult children, if it's the people at your job, your coworkers, or whoever. If they don't want to change the way they treat you, then it's just time to let them go. At the workplace, keep it cordial. That's it. Hi, bye. That's it. No conversation, no friend, no nothing. If they cannot treat you right, then no, let them go. I mean, especially people we give millions of chances to, and they seem just go in one ear and out the other. It's like, and those are normally like the people you're with, like in relationships or maybe family or something like that. They'll just sit there and just, think that you're like you're going off or whatever. And people just don't understand. Like a lot of people, when you want them to change and things of that nature, you'll tuck a lot of things inside. You'll just let them get away with whatever. You'll tuck, and then guess what? Eventually you explode, and then they don't understand why you yelling at them and you're cursing at them, and they're like, oh no, you're crazy. No, you're not crazy. You just tucked in a lot of things and you just let it go by, and then once you explode, people don't understand why you exploded and why. So now you're looking like this crazy person, right? But you're not crazy. You're just fed up. And so, a lot of times we stay in this chaos, this toxic, because we don't want to let certain people go, but you have to understand, you have to train people on how to treat you. If a person constantly treats you horrible, constantly treats you bad, because they know, maybe you're not the kind of person that's going to say nasty things to them, or maybe you very quiet and you very shy and timid, and you really don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, and so they know they can just like really take advantage of that. But I will say you don't have to put up with it, because when people don't want to change, they don't want to treat you right, it's time to let go. And you don't have to cuss them. You don't have to, talk to them crazy or, say evil things to them. Just show them your absence, walk away. Don't even look back until they able to change. And a lot of times when when they do change, they'll come back to you. They will apologize to you and everything like that. But some of them, after they apologize and everything like that, they'll test you and see if they could do it again. So no, if they test you, cut them off again. Don't wait months. Don't wait years. Cut them off again. No nonsense rule. Zero tolerance. Do not let anyone treat you horrible who do not want to change. If they treat you bad, all your life you've been the black sheep, and in your family, and people just do what they want to do. They say horrible things to you, or maybe you're in a relationship, and and this person just talk down to you. Maybe you lost your job, and the person you with, now they treat you less than a person because you're not working no more. And when you were working, you were footing bills, and you were giving them money, and you were doing everything you're supposed to do, right? And then as soon as you lose your job, now you're just an imbecile. You mean nothing. Now you have to be treated like so low class and less than a person. No. Turn around, let them go, move on, get on your feet, and then, literally move on with your life and let them go and see what God has in store for you, because I promise you, you will get better, and then you will surpass them, and then they're going to want you back, and then they're going to be like, oh, I'm sorry, I was just like this, and I'm so sorry. No, don't listen to it, because if they don't have your back when you're down and out, then guess what? When you get old and everything like that, you think, and you start going through illnesses and things of that nature, you think they're gonna have your back then? No, they're gonna throw you in a convalescent home in the basement. And if they're not gonna do that, then first sign you go on life support, they're gonna say pull the plug. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's my opinion. I'm just saying. Just get someone that is going to be there for you. So like I said, if you with someone who does not want to change, you definitely have to let them go, because a lot of times we think that we're going to be young forever, or we're going to look the way we look forever and things of that nature. But we all get old. We all get older. And just because you're older as well doesn't mean it gives you the right to get treated like a dog. It doesn't. I mean, that's why I say some older people you look at and you see them by themselves is because they don't want to be treated less than. It's really the younger people that turns around and take all this nonsense because we don't want to be alone. So I'm just saying, in order to get treated right, you definitely got to make them change towards you. And I'm not saying that everybody don't change and everything like that, but it's a whole lot of them that do not want to change. And if they can't change, then you know what? Again, you got to let them go. I mean, because literally, you want them to change for them, right? You don't want them to change over no ultimatum, because ultimatums, I believe, don't work. You don't want them to change for an ultimatum. You don't want them to change for you. You don't want them to change for nobody but themselves, because if they don't change for themselves, they're not going to learn anything. If there's no reflecting on how they treat people and things of that nature coming from their own hearts, then it's not genuine. And when it's not genuine, then guess what? There's no change. So I'm just saying, guys, just remember to protect your peace and always make people, respect you, and treat you accordingly to what you deserve. But I'm gonna wrap this video up, guys, and I hope that this resonate with someone. Please subscribe, and like the video. And I do have a short out there, so if getting this video, please check out the short. And all right, guys, Jesus love everyone, and I'll see you guys on the next video. All right, bye.